What do you want to do so bad that you're willing to sacrifice the things around you that are important right now? That you have to let them sit there and watch them burn in flames because you want to do this more, right? You know who's holding the camera right now? My client. I'll prove it.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
The coolest client ever.
Right. Holding the camera.
Check this out, guys. I'll prove that he's a cool client right now. Come here. Alright. Turn around. My thank you 25,000 subscribers video. Let me turn off this audiobook. And I want to say thank you very much. Let me turn off this. See, I am a little impulsive. You could tell by the videos, and I think that's driven by passion. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. I'm doing a property trim here, trimming out this Bradford pear and all this stuff. Been a customer of mine for like 5 years. Actually got permission to jump on her trampoline and do some backflips on YouTube. I might do it, I might not. That's unprofessional. Well, you know what? It's also really fun. Yes, thank you 25,000 subscribers. Very, very, very much. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, because I want to share a story with you. When I first started, well, I've been doing YouTube stuff for years, but when I first started my channel, I was very, insecure about shooting videos on properties, walking in the middle of the street. Like I'm walking down the street now with a camera, and my customer is looking like, what is he doing? See, things like that. Stop people from chasing their dreams. Stop people from shooting videos. Say, if you're walking through public with the camera, and see, right now, my customer is trying to ask me a question, but I'm in the middle of shooting a video. A million things will stop you from shooting a video because you do it in real time. If you plan it, it'll never ever happen in your life. It won't happen unless you do it with specific impulsion. So, we're nowhere near done. Yeah, oh yeah. Would you be mad if you were on my video?
No.
Okay, she doesn't want to do it.
Like if you take it off.
So you want it completely off the back, even more so?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't want to make it bare, but now that you said that, I'm glad you said.
Yeah, like we want it completely up.
So all this stuff too?
Yeah.
The whole back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
then we'll do it. I didn't want to shock you.
Like that, just off. Like we want to be able to see out the window. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get.
Alright, so back to what I was saying. So you want to shoot a YouTube video, you got something to say, but there's extremely loud shrub trimmers right in the background, and you're like, I can't do the video now because the shrub trimmers are so loud, right? Or I can't do the video now because, we're on a customer's property. Well, we have waivers on all our stuff, media release forms. When I first started this YouTube channel, I had so much I wanted to say and so much to get off my chest. And the only way I knew how to do it was to run around with my old Galaxy Note 2 or Evo or something. I mean, horrible video quality, and just literally hold the camera up in my bathroom, in my kitchen, in front of a family event, at work, in my trailer, and just start speaking into the camera, right? And it was very stressful, and I felt the insecurities of other people thinking I was mentally insane, because here this guy is walking around holding his phone, talking into it in the middle of public. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to talk about something. If you want to do anything in life, start a business, a YouTube channel, you have to stand in the face of criticism, of ridicule, of shame, of insecurity, of people totally despising or being afraid of what you're doing. When I started my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel you're watching right here, I wanted to shoot videos so bad and get things off my chest and talk about things that I believe would create value for other people. Guys that are just like I was when I got started, who didn't have anywhere to turn to, right? Who are speaking the real stuff, speaking about the anxiety, speaking about these crazy scenarios you get yourself into, where my buddy Danny Fopp calls it. He's like, dude, I wish I could videotape my business. Literally, this could be in a movie. The crazy shit that happens in my business could be in a movie. And I know exactly what he means. And to stand in the middle of a subdivision street that you don't live in with a company shirt on and videotape yourself when you know for a fact that people are looking out the windows at you, ready to call the police because they think you're crazy. I want to say something. I got a buddy, Andrew Sontag. This guy's like 29. He bought a BMW. He's got 5 real estate properties, and he always dreamed of having a 911 Porsche. And he finally bought it, and he Snapchatted me the picture. And he says he's living in his dream because he wrote it all down. And I remember his Porsche on his laptop when he was kind of stuck in a dead-end small business he had 5 years ago. He dreamed about everything that he has today, and it all happened. He said something crazy to me. He goes, why is starting a YouTube channel, or why is it so weird to people? Would people walk around with a phone to their head? That's not weird. 50 years ago, you would have been put in a mental institution, right? The only difference is the position of your arm. So look, here I'm talking, it's the 1-to-1 model. This is the 1-to-many model. If you're holding your phone or your camera out here and pointing at yourself, now you're communicating with many people. The only difference is the position of your arm. So if you walk through a shopping mall or a public place or anywhere with a phone to your head, nobody thinks anything of it, right? Maybe if you do it in the middle of a restaurant the whole time, people think it's rude, obviously. Now if you walk around holding the camera up going blah, 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 I mean, you were insane. But, so you gotta be willing to accept that. My own family, I mean, I walk in family events in front of my wife's family. Walk in the restaurant, holding up a camera, vlogging, and now they're just used to it. They're like, because they see my YouTube channel, they know what I'm doing, whatever. You know, as long as I'm taking care of their daughter. You know, I guess that's all that matters. Maybe we're both nuts. But, you know, for your customers to see you standing out in the street, videotaping yourself, they're like, you know, I might have lost a couple customers because of it. You know what? But I want to do this so bad because they don't know that I'm talking to 25,000 people. It's actually 90,000 people, regular viewers, and only something like 30% people have actually hit the subscribe button. So it's actually 90,000, but that's how only a third or something, so, or 75,000. So please just touch the subscribe button. Just hit the subscribe button and help me, please. I'm asking you now. You're not supposed to ask this stuff when you do. Help me blow this thing up and help me touch as many people as possible, and please be a part of this, right? If you don't want to start a channel and say something, which I really say, if you got something on your heart, start a YouTube channel, talk about it, and drive deep into it, because there's somebody out there who wants to hear what you have to say. There's somebody out there that can be touched by what you have to say. There's somebody out there that maybe they were going to make a bad decision, but because of your video, they made a good decision, because they can relate to you like they can't to anybody else. And that's very important to me. I read these amazing emails and I get phone calls and stuff that can make me cry. That's why I do it, because it's rooted deeply in purpose. And I knew that shame on me if I'm embarrassed about walking around videotaping myself because I'm afraid of what people think of me. And I'm going to stop a good message getting out. This thing we have called the internet is amazing. It sounded like it was like 20 years ago. This thing called the internet. This thing called the internet is amazing, right? And it is a tool. It's about spreading good news, right? I know that there's some of these crazy YouTube channels where they're just doing insane stuff that's really negative, and it's very entertaining and it gets a lot of views, whatever, great. I can't get myself to do that stuff. I don't think I'm any better than them. So it's about sharing positive information, good things, good news, speaking from the heart, and communicating on a platform. That's what it's about. I see it so clearly, and it is very frustrating. If you want to start a YouTube channel, or you want to do anything or start a small business, you're going to go through tremendous frustration and struggle. Just to let you in on it right now. So like, all right, my really good guy, he's over there working right now, right? I'm not on the job working. I'm standing, walking around the street, videotaping myself. Okay? watching, through 3 years of videotaping, watching money go down the drain. Watching jobs sometimes not get done correctly because I put shooting a video before that, right? Sometimes skipping out on paperwork or showing up just late for something, or staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning editing YouTube videos because I want to put it out so bad, the information and the inspiration so bad that it's whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? I like my book. I wanted to write a book so bad, to write books so bad, and even though they're not perfect and there's a couple misspellings, my entire heart is in those. I've stayed up till 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning coming home with coffee for my wife at like 9 in the morning. Hey babe, I brought you coffee. I got 2 more chapters done, right? Stay at the office. And, or sometimes stay up all night on the couch on the laptop just writing and editing videos, you know? Go to bed with my wife until midnight, 1 a.m. and then when she's snoring, peel myself back out of bed to do this because I want to do it so bad. Sleeping in my truck. I don't tell you guys how many days I've slept across the seat of my truck and you know, for like an hour and woke up, just peeled my face off the seat, dripping in sweat. It's hard for me to talk about this stuff. While some of my workers who have worked for me before, the guys who worked for me before, thought I was absolutely had my head completely up my ass, saying, you know, what is our boss doing shooting YouTube videos when he's supposed to be running a business? And that's the 9-to-5 mentality. The 9-to-5 mentality will tell you that you're not supposed to do what you want to do with your life. You're not supposed to chase your vision or your passion. You're supposed to keep your nose to the grindstone and keep working. And the guy who works hard and works himself to frickin' death is a noble man. And then when that man dies, you know what everybody does? They go on with their life and they work themselves to death. Don't do that, because that's where it's going to end you. I spent years of my life, years wanting to do this. Years. I'm 33 now. How old are you? I'm 33. When I was in my teenage years and all through my 20s, I was always videotaping everything, and we were doing music and music videos, and I was always the guy with the camera. I was sometimes the weird guy with the camera, sometimes I was the cool guy with the camera, but I was always the guy who shot and created those cool videos that people wanted to watch. And I even got fired from a big landscape company where I was a foreman of, and I was one of their top producing foremen, one of their most loyal guys, and I had a YouTube channel I was shooting at work, and I had to delete it all, and they threatened to sue me when they fired me because I wanted to do it so bad that I was willing to sacrifice the things around you that are important right now, that you have to let them sit there and watch them burn in flames because you want to do this more, right? But I got bills to pay, but I got this, but I got that, yes. So now you gotta work. I already know you're killing yourself working double hard. Now you gotta work triple hard, right? Now you gotta cut on your own sleep and just run constantly with bags in your eyes to get whatever you wanna get done until the fulcrum shifts, until the roller coaster tick, 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 it starts to go downhill, right? And when you have that vision and that fortitude and you can forecast and you see it so clearly that you start to take a shovel and you start like trenching out, you know, in the mud. Even though you're already working here, you gotta take, Stephen R. Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, said this amazing. He said, even if you only have a couple seconds or you don't have any couple seconds, just take the shovel and just take one scoop here and there in the other direction that you really wanna go, and till a little tiny trickle or stream of water starts flowing, and it will. And you get to trickle, flow, flood. That's what it's called, trickle, flow, flood. So, please hit the subscribe button. Please share my videos, and please help me blow this thing up. I'm serious. I know you're not supposed to ask it on YouTube. It's like some type of like forbidden thing. But I want to share this message with tons of people. And I'm selling books now. That's awesome. And I'm making money from it. I can't even believe it. Sometimes I show my wife, I'm like, dude, we're literally making money off selling books, right? I make a couple bucks off YouTube. It's not a lot. It's not as much as you think it would be. But what I'm doing is I'm putting it back into it because I want to spread and expand the message. And at this point, you need money to expand the message or you can't do it anymore. That's what the money is. It's a tool. It's not for me. It's not for selfishness. It's not for greed. It's to expand the message. So please hit the subscribe button. And please like and share the crap out of my videos. If you have a video of mine that you really like, please share it. All right, I'm fired up. Thank you so much. Thank you for 25,000 subscribers. I'm gonna keep doing videos no matter what. I got a new channel called I Am Ability, a channel called the Window Cleaning Blueprint. See, those people drove past and they looked at me like, oh my God, Marge, what is that maniac doing? Right? And that's what you have to put up with if you want to do anything in your life. Don't start a business, it's risky. So, all right, hit me up. Hit the links in the description below. Thank you so much. 25,000.